Good morning. I'm Janie Parrish with the Wadsworth Area Chamber of Commerce, and we are sitting down to visit with one of my great friends, Bev Long. And you probably met Bev somewhere along the way. When I first met Bev, she was working at the Post newspapers. Then she went to Altercare. I got that all mixed up. She went to Liberty Residence, and that's where my mom and dad were. So I got to know her even on a different level at that point. And now she's at Altercare, and I love having her still around Wadsworth. So hi, Bev.
Hi, Janie. Thank you for having me.
Oh,
My gosh, we've got some history, don't we?
We have a lot of history.
Definitely.
Yeah. And you know what? One of the things that I so admire about you, Bev, is you always figure out a way to get something done.
I do my best.
Yes.
Listen, that's all you can do, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Throw yourself into it and get her done.
Well, what is your title at Altercare?
So I'm a missions coordinator, I guess would be the technical term, but
So what does that entail usually?
So I'm going to be the person that is watching for the referrals come over from the hospitals. I'm running your insurances, going over clinicals, seeing if we can meet your care needs. And then I do all the marketing, the outside marketing as well, which is my favorite part because I get to hang out with cool people like you. Yeah. And do a lot of stuff at the senior centers. I do a couple cooking classes, one in Barberton, one in Wadsworth. And so, I stay busy. I have to have my outside connections. You know me.
Yes, and that's a good thing. It's not only good for you, it's good for Altercare, as well.
Yeah,
truly.
definitely.
Yes. Yeah. What did you do at the Post newspapers?
So, interestingly, I got my start there with graphic design. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
Yeah, I used to type those big drug mart ads and all of that kind of stuff. And then all of the special sections. And then I actually got to the point where I did page layout. But you remember Ray, our good friend Ray?
Yes.
He kept saying, you have the personality that you should be in customer service. So that was kind of how I got evolved a little bit more into the outside sales and that sort of thing. So that was how. And Liberty actually ended up being one of my accounts. So was Altercare back in the day. And so, I always knew I wanted to do something a little bit more after helping my mom and dad with my grandparents. Mm-hmm. I'm an only child, so it was kind of, I had this natural, I want to help people.
It's an eye-opening experience, isn't it, when you help for somebody that you love and trying to figure out the best route for them.
It is. And nobody can prepare it for you, even when it hits one of your parents, too. Mm-hmm. So I agree. It's kind of one of those that you just don't know what you don't know.
Right.
And that's one of the things I like helping people with is, like, even if I'm not, even if you don't need Altercare, I'm still going to help point you in the direction of what might be a good fit to help your family. You know that. I mean, that's one of those things. I feel like if you do good things come back. You just got to take care of the people.
Yep, I think you're absolutely right. Yeah. Now, do you give tours?
Yep, we do offer tours, and anybody. And I have to say, one of the things with Altercare, we have a lot of longevity in our staff, and so everybody would be willing to do a tour 7 days a week, anytime somebody comes through the door, which that's very nice. We offer skilled rehab, so if you have a surgery and you're just not ready to go home. That's something that we really, people think of us like, oh, I don't want to go to the nursing home, but fact of the matter is we're there to help you get back home. That's always our goal too. Mm-hmm. So, and average stay for skilled rehab is 10 to 14 days. So most of the time they do get right back home.
Boy, that's a quick turnaround, isn't it?
It really
I love
is.
That.
Yeah, I mean, because our therapy is amazing. We offer therapy 7 days a week, speech, occupational, and physical, if anybody needs that. And then if somebody does need long-term or memory care, we certainly are an option for that as well. But that's always kind of like, where are we at in the process? Is it time?
But the nice thing is that they don't have to worry about meals or anything, during that rehab time. No. And, or taking their medicines or anything like that.
Exactly. One of the things with Altercare was one of the reasons, I knew I wanted to make a job change, but with Altercare, one of the things that moved me is they are family owned. So, we are owned by Jerry Schreier. He just got an award from the OHCA for being outstanding in his field, which is pretty amazing. We celebrate 52 years in the old Wadsworth Whitman Hospital. Talk about your history, right?
Yeah.
Yes. I was actually born there.
Oh my gosh, circle of life.
I know, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's definitely a great company as far as being small, but yet being big enough to do what we need to do, for sure.
That is so cool. Now, you were telling me about something new that's happening at Altercare.
So one of the things that we did at the beginning of this year, and there's not a lot of facilities around us, but that offer it, but we do offer private Medicaid rooms. So for a lot of folks, I think with a nursing home, they go in, they don't really want to have a roommate and that sort of thing. So that is something we do have long-term private Medicaid rooms, and that is definitely something that's been needed a very long time, because I feel like that, it's been a little bit of a stigma of, if I'm on Medicaid, I'm going to have a shared room, and that's not the case now.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
They put me out in the back field.
Yeah, that's never going to happen. That's never going to happen.
No. Things have changed
my gosh.
Drastically.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And the care that is being received and the care that's offered.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
For sure.
How many rooms does Altercare have?
So we have 97 rooms currently.
Okay.
Yes. Yep.
I bet there's some people who would like a roommate.
There are. And there are some people that function really well. They like to have someone to talk to, or, you also have the couples. We had, we've have couples too. And so that also is something that, in a case that you do want a roommate. But not everybody does, so it's kind of nice to have that option.
I don't think anybody would want to be a roommate with me, because I'd be talking all the time. Let's visit.
Maybe your husband. He might.
I think he'd like the break. Yeah, I think so too.
That is too funny.
So how about activities? What goes on there?
So, of course, you have to have bingo. Bingo is a very much...
Yeah.
I do bingo on the outside as well, so trust me, bingo is a staple. I don't care where you're at. So one of the things that, we have an activity director. She's been there, a long time. I have to say a lot of our core staff has been there a very long time. But she does work with Sacred Heart in the community. She does take and offer activities. We do like a dine-in where once a month they will order KFC or Pizza Hut or something, so the residents can order something special. So
Let me know what day that is, okay?
Right? I'm telling you, Chinese is always a big favorite, because even if the kitchen's making Chinese, they're not going to make it like China Express, right?
That's right.
Everybody's got their favorite.
Yeah. Oh, that is very cool. Now, what other kind of activities do they do? Like any field trips?
So we don't actually have a bus, so field trips are pretty hard. And honestly,
Sure.
I'm going to say the acuity has gone up considerably, where these folks are not necessarily getting on it's not going to be like your assisted living where they're going to get up and go on the bus and get off the bus and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
So families, but I do encourage families to say, listen, this isn't jail. This is something where you can still take your loved one home for, overnight or for the holiday or whatever.
A birthday party.
We get a lot of that, even in our memory
good.
care, where we'll have, a spouse who still takes the wife out for breakfast, pretty regularly. So we encourage that. That's important for quality of life.
And I do know, because of my grandson, that they have CIS. Well, now it's WIS.
Oh my gosh, we love them.
Yeah, would walk down and spend some time with your residents.
Oh, we love it. We absolutely love it when we get those outside volunteers in, for sure. And then I like to also say we do pet therapy. We have pets coming in. I've been really working with my dog on becoming more of a therapy dog. So she's getting closer. We're getting there. We're getting there. But everybody loves her. All my residents are like, when are you bringing the puppy in?
Oh, that is so nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I bet a lot of residents had dogs at one time.
They do. And honestly, it's kind of like that one icebreaker. You know what I mean? Like when I first took Sydney in when she was 8 weeks, she was scared, but now she's like, oh, wheelchair, no big deal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now if they want her in bed, she'll get in bed and give them a big hug. It's, they love that, because it's just different. It's a
Yeah.
different feel.
Oh gosh, well, it feels like home.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's
it feels
exactly
like
right.
that home.
Yeah.
So why is it that you love what you do?
Um, it's really just pretty basic. It's just helping people, And I think whatever job I would be doing, it would be helping people because there's a fulfillment in that for me.
And so when you go home at the end of the day, you're feeling good.
Well, at least I try.
Yeah.
I mean, you're always going to have those days where you feel like, could I have done more? Should I have tried this? I try to always think of myself of, what if this was my family member? What if this was my mom? Would I advise?
Yeah.
So, yeah. And families know they can reach me 24/7. So one of the things that I do, too, on the customer service side, when we get new admissions, they get my cell. I don't care if it's Saturday night at 9 o'clock. If you want to text me and say, hey, listen, this, and this are my concerns, I can handle it right then.
Oh my gosh, that is so nice.
Yeah, because, we all are doing the best we can, but it's really good to make sure that we have a real finger on the pulse of what's going on.
Well, and there certainly has to be an adjustment.
Yes.
When you go into Altercare or any other, inpatient kind of thing.
Yeah, they go from the hospital where they've had, 24/7 care and the ratio is completely different. And then they're thrown into, going into a nursing home. And, most people remember a nursing home when they would go into as a kid and, the
Yes.
horror stories. So it is scary. It absolutely can be very scary. So
Yeah.
it's really important to educate people.
And being homesick is no joke.
Well, and that's why we really encourage folks, listen, do your therapy, listen to what they say, and then, we'll get you back home. And then we always send them home with home care, if they need any medical equipment, whatever it is, they need to be successful at home.
Boy, that is just wonderful.
Yeah.
Because when you're in that position and you don't know which direction to go,
I know.
it is just wonderful to have an expert.
I have to give you a shout out to the social workers too, because they do a great job because they know what insurance goes with which home care. And both of those gals have been there a very long time. And of course, you've met my administrator, Miranda. Shout out to Miss Miranda. We love her.
Oh, good. Yeah, she's very cool.
She is, and she's a Wadsworth local too. And so it's important to her to make sure that, people know her in the community.
Yeah. Oh, that is so nice. Yeah. I'm glad that you landed at Altercare
Me
of
too.
Wadsworth because, boy, that's amazing. And I love that you were born there.
No, is that not crazy moment? Yeah.
I love
Pretty
that.
sure my mother-in-law delivered me. How crazy is that? It's like it's crazier, right? I know.
Now, how can people find Altercare?
So we are located on 147 Garfield, and I always tell people we're south of the square. Just make a right off of 94. And the nice thing about us is we dead end at the end of the road into this beautiful little corner of nature.
Yes.
Yeah, it really is beautiful, our back, where you can just see water and all kinds of wildlife. So, 147 Garfield Street, Wadsworth, 330-335-255.
There's parking right out front.
And out front, absolutely.
Yep, and always somebody right around there to help you.
Yes, we have great staff. Like I said, I can't talk enough of wonderful about how great our staff is.
Well, you're part of that, Bev.
Well,
and that's the
you.
absolute truth.
Oh, thank you.
So, Bev Long from Altercare of Wadsworth.
Thanks for having me.
Oh my gosh, one of the dearest people ever. And that's the truth with a great laugh. Yeah. So, thank you for all you do.
Oh, thanks for having us.
Okay.
You are watching WCTV, Wadsworth Community Television.